Hello, it's time for the Bible trivia for July 31st, 2026. Are you ready? Here we go. Using a card from Bible Trivia, the game where trivia is not trivial. Old Testament. What two species of bird did Noah send out of the ark? The answer is a raven and a dove, found in Genesis 8, 7-8. History and geography. What was the name of the mountain where God spoke to Moses through the burning bush? The answer is Mount Horeb, found in Exodus 3:1. Prophets and prophecy. Which Old Testament prophet said, "The Lord maketh the earth empty, and maketh it waste"? The answer is Isaiah, found in Isaiah 24:1. Names. Who said, "Thy people shall be my people, and thy God my God"? The answer is Ruth, found in Ruth 1:16. Letters, numbers, and sequence. What year is closest to the year of Babylon's destruction of Jerusalem? 753 BC, 586 BC, 451 BC, or 624 BC? The answer is 586 BC. New Testament. Where did Jesus send the demons from the two demon-possessed men in Gadarenes? The answer is into a herd of swine, found in Matthew 8:31. Final category is wisdom. To what kind of tree does Paul compare Israel in Romans 11? The answer is an olive tree, found in Romans 11. So, how'd you do? Did you learn something new? Once again, I'm going to follow this up with the scripture attached to most of these questions. The birds. After 40 days, Noah opened a window he had made in the ark and sent out a raven, and it kept flying back and forth until the water had dried up from the earth. Then he sent out a dove to see if the water had receded from the surface of the ground, but the dove could find nowhere to perch because there was water all over the surface of the earth. So it returned to Noah in the ark. He reached out his hand and took the dove and brought it back to himself in the ark. He waited 7 more days and again sent out the dove from the ark. When the dove returned to him in the evening, there in its beak was a freshly plucked olive leaf. Then Noah knew that the water had receded from the earth. Burning bush. Now Moses was tending the flock of Jethro, his father-in-law, the priest of Midian, and he led the flock to the far side of the wilderness and came to Horeb, the mountain of God. There the angel of the Lord appeared to him in flames of fire from within a bush. Moses saw that though the bush was on fire, it did not burn up. Earth waste. See, the Lord is going to lay waste the earth and devastate it. He will ruin its face and scatter its inhabitants. It will be the same for priest as for people, for the master as for his servant, for the mistress as for her servant, for seller as for buyer, for borrower as for lender, for debtor as for creditor. The earth will be completely laid waste and totally plundered. The Lord has spoken this word. I'm staying. Look, said Naomi, your sister-in-law is going back to her people and her gods. Go back with her. But Ruth replied, Don't urge me to leave you or to turn back from you. Where you go, I will go, and where you stay, I will stay. Your people will be my people, and your God my God. Where you die, I will die, and there I will be buried. May the Lord deal with me, be it ever so severely, if even death separates you and me. When Naomi realized that Ruth was determined to go with her, she stopped urging her. Cast outs. When he arrived at the other side in the region of Gadarenes, 2 demon-possessed men coming from the tombs met him. They were so violent that no one could pass that way. What do you want with us, Son of God? They shouted. Have you come here to torture us before the appointed time? Some distance from them, a large herd of pigs was feeding. The demons begged Jesus, If you drive us out, send us into the herd of pigs. He said to them, Go. So they came out and went into the pigs, and the whole herd rushed down the steep bank into the lake and died in the water. Israel-like. If the part of the dough offered as first fruits is holy, then the whole batch is holy. If the root is holy, so are the branches. If some of the branches have been broken off, and you, though a wild olive shoot, have been grafted in among the others, and now share in the nourishing sap from the olive root, do not consider yourself to be superior to those other branches. If you do, consider this. You do not support the root, but the root supports you. You will say then, branches were broken off so that I could be grafted in. Granted, but they were broken off because of unbelief, and you stand by faith. Do not be arrogant, but tremble. For if God did not spare the natural branches, he will not spare you either. So in other words, don't get too big for your branches. Britches? Just kidding. I hope you have a blessed day.